helping.
Okay, someone take 0 then, because I'm here.
No way.
Nice, John.
I'm out.
Push ahead. Push.
Go ahead.
Yes. Okay, there you go.
Nice, Chris.
Nice.
You love to see it.
Oh, there's the lead.
on.
Back on top.
D-up, D-up. No threes. He wants that. No, we'll give you that, too.
No.
It's time to meet the starting five for your Dallas Mavericks. At the small forward position, 6 feet 7 inches. Number 8, Josh Green. At center, 6'10", number 7, Dwight Powell. At the other forward position, at 6'6", number 25, Reggie Bullock. At the shooting guard position, standing 6'2", number 2, Kyrie Irving. At guard, 6'7", number 77, Luka Doncic. The head coach is Jason Kidd. Make some noise for your Dallas Mavericks.
Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing to push for the creation of an in-season tournament. He says the notion is to steal a page from European soccer. It's not the Larry O'Brien Trophy, but something secondary that teams care about. Something you'd see players go into that extra gear for. Kevin, back to you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. That's an interesting story, and we thank you for giving it to us. Here's the starting group for Houston. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. The post pairing forms Smith along with Şengün. And it's Martin in at the small forward. And for the Mavericks, we've got Green. Reggie Bullock is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with 2 conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy. When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
6 on the shot clock, and the wide open shot from Green. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Here is Porter. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Here's Smith. It's blocked. Dallas moving it around. Powell dishes to Doncic. Good work defensively by Martin.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Passes it to Green. Back to Porter. Lets it go with a 3. He's off on that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And it says a lot about you that even when you're not at your best, they definitely were still in that game and able to win comfortably.
They were better than the box score might indicate because they were solid in execution, more so than the stats would show.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. And looking at Reggie Bullock, boy, he's had quite the ride as a pro.
Yeah, he certainly has, Greg. I mean, he's been a lot of places during his 8-year career, but the thing I like, no matter where he's been and what uniform he's worn, he knocks down shots and does exactly what's asked of him.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And he can't get the first one.
During the last decade, the 2010s, Houston had loads of success. The fourth most wins in the league during that time. Unfortunately, they never got to the final.
Buries the long-range jumper. Doncic has got 5 minutes.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Şengün. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Yeah, we call those winning plays, particularly when you're doing it with the kind of effort he does. Those kinds of hustle plays, it'll be interesting to see what he's got left in his tank because he usually makes a bunch of those.
Powell. And it's put back in by Powell.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. For the Rockets during the 2010s, Clark, all winning seasons.
Yeah, and you know, the biggest reason that Houston didn't reach the finals in my mind was the West was loaded. The Spurs were always a contender. OKC had a nice run. And, of course, during that time, the Warriors became dynastic.
And here is Doncic following Jalen Green's 3. And it's put back in by Powell. Powell's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Now here's Hardaway. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's the break. And Irving gets it to go on the assist from Hardaway. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And Kevin, little plays like that one will help them manage this lead heading into the half. How about the determination? Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one drops. And with most of the season behind us, Clark, we've really gotten to know this rookie class well.
Well, Kevin, they won't be rookies much longer. But, yeah, it's always fun to see how these guys develop and grow during the course of a season. And some of these young fellas have shown us a ton of long-term promising potential.
Now, here's Green. He's got 5. The pass to Christopher. Back to Green. Fires for 3. Another miss by Houston.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half-and-half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's Green following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 7.
I don't think Green knows how to slow down or back off. I mean, even with the defense right in his face, he's going right at it inside.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Justin Holiday comes in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Houston, Frank Kaminsky comes in for Green. And it's Jayshawn Tate in for Martin. Hardy passes to Wood. Dallas moving it around. There's the 3. Hardy, no good. Rockets trail by 10. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Garuba. Guarded by Holiday. Here's Christopher. They get it again. Here's Tate. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
That's tipped. That's tipped. The Mavericks have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Now at the line for your Mavericks, Hardy.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
It's Porter outside. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Mavericks lead by 10. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They've got Reggie Bullock, also Green out there. Powell is out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says, we very rarely give up. This team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process, but it's worth doing.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch, and we thank you for that story. Porter outside. Powell pulls it in.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
And you look at all the things Doncic can do. One in particular, he can control the pace of the game.
And, Greg, I love that about him. His size, his strength, his savvy, his skill set. You really can't speed him up at the offensive end. Everything he does is at his pace and his tempo. He methodically breaks you down.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Smith. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Irving's checked in. And then for Houston, Şengün's checked in for Kaminsky. Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for Smith. And it's Green in for Porter. Doncic. Powell dishes to Doncic. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Şengün, no good. Mavericks leading by 13. Here's the floater. Good work defensively by Martin. Down low. Here's Tate. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Reggie Bullock. Shoots from the elbow. They get it back. It's good on the putback. McGee's got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas.
And, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
The Rockets again can't hit.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Wood, he's checked in for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Josh Green. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the slam dunk by McGee.
This kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Pass to Christopher. And the 3 off target. Mavericks leading by 15. On the wing, Irving. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Şengün with the bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here is Irving. He has 7.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside Hardaway. Doncic outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Wood. Hardaway has got 6.
Really a smart look that time by Wood, giving the ball up to his wide-open teammate.
Here's Christopher. Second chance shot. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Dallas.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Timeout called the Rockets.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Hardy in for Luka Doncic. And a switch here also for Houston. Kevin Porter's checked in for Alperen Şengün. The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
You know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
And here are the Rockets now. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Rockets trail by 21. Porter outside. Misses that shot as well as the other 7 he took before. That adds up to 0 for 8 so far.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
He's had 4 chances at the line. He made them all.
You know, I think we all know that Hardaway Jr. is a really good scorer. I mean, the next step for him is improving defensively.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Irving. He's got 13. Passes it to Hardy. Back to Irving. Dallas moving the ball around. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Houston.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks taking a 19.
25.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Jason Kidd. Jason, how do you feel about your team's performance?
I feel great. You know, we're sharing the ball, we're making the extra pass, but we're attacking the paint, and if we can continue to do that, puts us in a good seat.
Jason, thanks for your time. Back.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Checking out the group for Stephen Silas to start the second half. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Here's Bullock. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Clark, with the dramatic rise in three-point shooting, do you think the league will ever experiment with a four-point shot?
I don't think so, Kevin. That's a bit gimmicky for me, but I'm somewhat old school and traditional. I think you could maybe test it out somewhere, maybe in the All-Star game or the G League. The league hasn't been shy about trying new things and seeing what works and what doesn't.
Now, here's Porter. The pass to Şengün. It's Martin on the wing from outside the arc, and another three for Houston.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. Here's Bullock following the basket by Jalen Green. It's deflected.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
That one goes. Count it. Porter's got 5 points so far.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
If the name doesn't give it away, Clark, Kenyon Martin Jr. has basketball in his blood.
Well, Kevin, you've heard me say it before. You cannot run away from the DNA. His father was a first overall draft pick and a really fun and good player to watch. You definitely see him in Kenyon Martin Jr., who is very gifted in his own right and making a nice name for himself.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And with Kevin Porter Jr. and Michael Porter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. Guys, I'm sensing a pattern here.
It can even get a little confusing at times, but no relation that I'm aware of. They're just Porters, Juniors, and quality NBA players.
Second team foul.
Inside, Irving. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
He's doing everything he can to put this game to bed, and great score there to help his team.
Now, here's Porter. He has 7. And Green gets it to go.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far.
And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Here's Irving. 15 points in the game.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
And Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin, and that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with. Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
And one more look at that fantastic Mobile One drive.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Şengün. Just 4 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot off. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Now it's just a 3-point Maverick lead.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That'll be his second foul of the game. Hardaway's checked in for Josh Green.
Substitution on the court.
Irving surveying the floor. The Mavericks have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Now, here's Green. 15 points in the game. Pass to Porter. Smith right side. They kick it out to Green. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. Green.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Now, here's Porter. 7 points in the game. And that one's good. Green.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Christian Woods checked in for Dallas. 1:24 left to play here in the third. Doncic kicks to Wood. Doncic passes to Irving. Dallas moving it around to the paint. No good on the shot. Nice D from Porter. The Rockets trail. Over in the corner, Green. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
Now, here's Porter. Green kicks to Porter. And another 3 for Houston.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Porter passes to Şengün. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Really good in the playmaking role. Porter Jr. with the right read in the 2-man game there.
The 3 for Doncic. Green with the rebound. Passes to Şengün. The 19-footer is on the money. Şengün's got the lead up to 7 now for Houston.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for the Houston Rockets. And he continues to torment them. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
It's not going to be easy. Come on. It's nothing.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Reggie Bullock is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Rockets leading by 7. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
It's Porter outside. And another 3 for Houston.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's the pass to Doncic. Green against Martin. It's deflected. They recover it. Green against Green. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 5 assists in the game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Rockets?
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Martin finds Porter. Martin with it. And here's Smith. He's guarded by Bullock. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. The Rockets making a switch here. Christopher's checked in. Mavericks trail by 12. Here's Doncic. Good on the bucket.
You can trust Luka to make the most of a close shot. I mean, he won't waste a high percentage look most times.
Here's Christopher. Outside, Green. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Şengün with the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 12.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness on it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Dallas calls timeout, and so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft class, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. We're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Got that one up quick. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Clark, when the Mavs traded for Rajon Rondo during the 14-15 season, Dwight Powell was included in that package, and he's still with them.
Yeah, you know, Rondo spent just a half season with the Mavs, and really at that point in time was in the second half of his career, while Powell has been there ever since and is a nice foundational piece. I mean, they love his work ethic, and he's a key part of their rotation, and I don't see that changing.
And so Powell nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead. He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Powell finds Doncic. Now Irving, guarded by Green. This one for 3. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Kyrie Irving. Outside, Green. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Doncic with the bucket.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Christopher. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Rockets lead by 10.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. And it's Josh Christopher with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Kevin Porter's checked in for the Rockets. 11 feet away. And it's Doncic missing. Rockets leading by 10. Here's Porter. Doncic with the block.
The defensive Doncic looking a lot better. I mean, when he works hard at that end of the floor, he can get up and block some shots too. Not a lot of them, but he can block a few.
Houston's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Green against Irving.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
From deep. Green, no luck. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Şengün. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. It's on Luka Doncic. On the free throw, no good. Martin kicks to Şengün. And here's Green outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Green's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Green getting very aggressive on the perimeter and really good concentration as he focused on his shot.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 15. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
He just came out and really took over the game, mainly due to how aggressive he was attacking the defense off the dribble. They had no answer for him, and he knew it.
It's just too bad they're on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. It would have been nice for him to have a chance to perform like this in the postseason. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, there's a subtle but real physicality and aggressiveness to Doncic's approach to the game, and that's part of his greatness.
The kick out to Porter. Back to Green. And the layup's good off the glass. Green's got 37.
Boy, they certainly had their way with the opponent at both ends. A really solid night here for Houston.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jalen Green.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's Green. Buries it down low. Houston's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Martin with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Third personal foul.
It's on Luka Doncic. That one is off. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
2 shots.
That one is no good. There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. Make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
Tate, he's checked in for Kenyon Martin. And he nails the third.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Here's Knicks. Good on the triple. And the Rockets lead by 14.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop break. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
So we see Houston taking the W here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. It's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our team.